Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and fellow friends. Today, Farid has shown that his usual eloquence is what I'll call executive cadence on stage, where he's so polished and structured in the delivery, even though he has obviously minimal preparation. It's something that we should all aspire to. When you're up here with a couple of notes, you can talk like we have been rehearsing for ages, but in fact, probably didn't. Right? And I guess in terms of delivery, well, techniques is way beyond that. So what I want to do is to focus on the content, on how you should make your message sharper. His topic today is very interesting. When someone has a plan, or everyone has a plan until they are punched in the face. But if you look at it first glance, everyone means all of us here, but I don't have a plan. So, do you have a plan, Aniru? Maybe not. So I guess the context of his speech is really about every leader has a plan until they are punched in the face, because the whole gist of the speech was all about leadership challenges, isn't it? By changing something so subtle as the wording from everyone to every leader, it makes a huge difference in the takeaway. So that's something to consider. And based on that, we have to think about the structure of the power of three, which we often emphasize that we use. And I can see that the preparation Farid did in his thinking process, that there are three main points. Let's build the speech around it. And that is a good, I would say, fundamental techniques in speechcraft. But beyond that, you need a unifying theme to link all these three themes together, so that the power of three has a common spine, the central message that we see in today's speech about leadership. And what I see today is stewardship. Farid's style is about how he, as a steward, steer his team towards uncertainty, towards friction, and how he uses his own creativity and his personal charisma to overcome them. So the challenge here is this: not just blindly apply the structure, think of a unifying theme first as a central message before building this power of three as building blocks for you to deliver. And what to say, what is worth saying, how much to say, and when to say is probably what you need to work on next. For instance, we hear a lot of play to your strength. And for a while I was wondering, as a leader, what do you mean by that? But only after, probably midway during the speech, I recognized that what you're trying to say is you need to recognize diversity in your team so that each of them can play to their strength. And that is the core tenet of your leadership style, and not about playing to your own strength, which I'm trying to hear what's your strength in the speech. So example of that is when you apply to what is worth saying, in this case playing to your strength, how much to say and when to say it. That's probably a good expression of how we structure the speech to achieve your overarching objective of stewardship as leadership. In any sense, Farid is an accomplished speaker, seasoned Toastmasters. I guess this is something that he can work on to bring his speechcraft to the next level. Thank you.